Man, even though Mike Johnson was reelected as Speaker of the House today, there are a lot of Republicans in the House caucus that really, really, really do not like nor do they trust Mike Johnson. Following the vote today, uh, Chip Roy, Republican from Texas, released a letter signed by him and 10 other hardline members of the House Freedom Caucus, uh, in which they detailed and made clear that the only reason they voted for Mike Johnson was out of steadfast support for Donald Trump. And then they included a list of demands for the next Congress. The letter was signed by, among other people, Chip Roy, Andy Biggs, Scott Perry. Both of them are insurrectionists from last time around. Clay Higgins, who, was very hopeful that a Black Lives Matter protest would have appeared on his street in 2020 so that he could avail himself of his Second Amendment rights. Signed by Andy Ogles, Ralph Norman, Andrew Clyde. And within today, we voted for Mike Johnson for Speaker of the House because of our steadfast support for Donald Trump and to ensure the timely certification of his electors this coming Monday on January 6th. We did this despite our sincere reservations regarding the Speaker's track record over the past 15 months. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, God. Just a bunch of taint sniffers. To deliver on the historic mandate earned by President Trump for the Republican Party. It's not a mandate. He won by less than 1.5 points. He got less than 50% of the vote. And if 200,000 people across Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania had voted for Kamala Harris instead of President Trump, she would be president today. That's not a mandate. Republicans in the House actually lost a seat, and they're going to be down 3 additional seats here in a couple of weeks with a 217 to 215 margin. That is not a mandate. We must be organized to use our reconciliation and all legislative tools to deliver on critical border security, spending cuts, pro-growth tax policy, regulatory reform, and the reversal of the damage done by the Biden-Harris administration. It is critical that we get this work done expeditiously, yada, yada, yada. And then they make a whole bunch of stupid, silly demands. Like fully secure the border and stop the flow of illegal aliens completely and enact permanent border security reforms. Yada, yada. They just, man, god damn, they hate brown people. I mean, that should have been Donald Trump's campaign slogan for this election. We hate black and brown people and women and the LGBTQ community and the disabled. 2024 would have been more accurate.